Students, welcome to our next lesson, and I believe our lesson is number 10. So if you want to write number 10 over here on the top left, that's totally fine. Then we will grab all of your works and we'll just put them in order one day. A couple weeks ago, we've kind of had an overview of like, okay, here's what lines look like. Here's what parabolas kind of look like, and here's what those exponential J-shaped values are going to look like. So now we're going to break it down. All this quarter and a little bit of next quarter, most of next quarter, we're just going to be just doing lines, and lines. Okay. We'll also see how it can be applicable in the real world. We'll do some business models. We'll do some prediction models as well. And then once we're done with lines, then we will dive into all the parabolas, how to calculate those, how to draw it, where can we see them in the real world, and how to apply them in the real world. And then, time permitting, then we'll do the J-shapes, the exponential functions, how to solve it, how to graph it, and where can we apply them in the real world. Okay, so and that's that. And then we'll also use calculators, maybe sometimes Desmos.com from time to time. Here's how to graph it. In your 6th, 7th, 8th middle school, I think this is what you have been doing for the most parts of your time there, but I just want to review it. If this is the first time you're learning it, you're going to learn it today. Step 1. You need to find what's called your Y-intercept. Your Y-intercept is where you start on the Y-axis. One of these numbers is your Y-intercept. The number that you need to target is the number that does not have an x, that does not have that x variable. So the number that we see that doesn't have the x is this -3. Yes, it's -3, but incorporate that, now make it a negative. So your Y-intercept now is 0, -3. Step 1. Again, as a small review, how do you graph this? Well, this 0 represents you're not going anywhere left or right on the x-axis, but you are going 3 down. So again, just focus on the y-axis. You're going 3 down. Here is where 0, 3 is at. Okay, and then that's plotted in teal blue. Second step, you're going to get the slope. Your slope, again, from your middle school or your 6th or 7th grade, uses the letter M. That number, you're going to grab it where that x is, the coefficient or the number by the x. But students, we do not see a number in front of the x. And don't worry if you forget, it's okay. What number can we assume that is in front of the x? Very good. 1. Because there's one x. There's one of them only. Okay? So we're going to grab that and put that there. 1. If you have whole numbers like 1, you're going to make this into a fraction. How would you make a whole number into a fraction if you guys remember? Put that over what number? Yes, 1 over 1. Why I did this is because then we see two numbers that we can use. R over R, rise over run. Again, this should be reviewed, but I'm still going to teach it for those. What this means is, for our class, because this 1 is a positive number, you're going to go 1 up. For this class, we are always going to the right no matter what. I will let you know on examples 3 and 4 when we're going to go to the left. But for right now, we're going to go to the right no matter what. Okay, so to finish this off, start again on the y-intercept, and then just go 1 up, 1 to the right. Then start here again, 1 up, 1 to the right. 2 or 3 points should suffice, should be okay, because that's enough points to draw a line. Actually, 2 points is enough to draw a line. 3 points is even better. Step 3, draw the line. Kabam, kabam. Please use a straight edge like a ruler, your ID, and then it's going to be as straight as possible. Okay. So what we've just done is we took the equation and we made a graphical representation. We put it into a graph. We took the equation. What does it look like? It looks like this. And then when we're doing some kind of real world problems, like business models like that, we'll see how this applies. But for right now, we got to learn how to graph it first. Okay. That is number 1. Number 2, let's start again with step 1. One of these is your y-intercept. Is it the negative 6 over 5 or is it the positive 5? Positive 5. Nice. Your y-intercept is 0, 5. Where is 0, 5? Focus on the y-axis, not the x, and just go 5 up. Kabam. So, by process of elimination, if 5 is the y-intercept, negative 6 over 5 has to be the slope. And it's by the x. If you have one negative, put that on the top. So, you see that it's on the side, put that negative on the top. Do not put 2 negatives, because there's no 2 negative signs. There's only 1 negative. So put that negative on the top. The negative will determine another direction. We're not going 6 up. Where do you think we have to go? 6 down. 6 down, 5 to the right. So like I said, we're always going to the right no matter what. Okay, again, where do we start again? You start on the y-intercept and follow your pattern. Go 6 down, 5 to the right. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all the room that we got. 2 points is okay. Apologies, I drew mine a little crooked. All right. Is this coming back or is this something like totally new? Okay. Yeah, because I know what you guys did 7th grade. Like all you guys did was lines. So like that's it. All you guys did was lines. So it's good that it's coming back. Like I said, if this is something new to you right now, you guys can rewatch the video. We're going to have more practice on this whole year. Okay. All right. We're sort of halfway. And again, after I'm done with number 6, then you guys will tackle some of the homework problems. Let's keep at it with the steps, you guys. Okay. Class A4. Which is your y-intercept, the 4 or the 5? The 5 again, just because the 5 doesn't have the x. Okay. So 0, 5, sorry, we're at number 3. So 0, 5 is right over here, y-axis. Okay. And now I remember why I put this problem. Okay. So that means by the process of elimination, or it's right by the x, your slope is 4. How do we change this into a fraction again? 4 over 1, thank you. It's positive 4, so A4, should we go 4 down or 4 up? 4 up, 4 up, because it's positive. 4 up, and then 1 to the right, okay? Because that's what slope means. It's positive, we're going to go 4 up, 1 to the right. What's the problem, though, with number 3? We don't have space. We don't have space to do 4 up, 1 to the right. So, Sorry, my... If no space, very Hawaii of me. If no space, so you have to do it correctly first. Okay, you got to go 4 up, 1 to the right. If there is no space, you are going to go fully backwards. You're going to go fully backwards all the slope. Again, this is in the event that you do not have room. What does that mean to go fully backwards of the slope? What's fully backwards of 4 up? 4 down, and then? Yes, left. There we go. Yes. Wenjogoro. Yes, left. 4 down, 1 left. Let's go ahead and graph that. So start on the Y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I think we have room to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There we go. And we have an increasing positive line. So again, before we move on, I'm going to go back to numbers 1 and 2. Numbers 1 and 2, we didn't have to go fully backwards. Why is that? Because we got room. We got room to do it the normal way. And we did it the normal way. The only time you're going to go fully backwards is when you don't have room to do it the normal way. 4 up, 1 to the right. So we're going to do it one more time on number 4. Number 4. What's your Y-intercept, you guys? -5, yes. 0, comma, -5. And we're going to start that on the y-axis. 0, comma, -5 is below right over here. Because it's right by the x, your slope is -7, and you guys told me that to make it into a fraction, you got to put that over 1. Okay, no changes right now. What does this mean? What does the 7 negative mean? You go up or you go down? You're going to go down, and for our class, we're going to go to the right, no matter what. So this is the normal way. We're going to go 7 down, 1 to the right. Uh-oh. Do we got room for 7 down, 1 to the right? No. Fully backwards. 7 up. 7 up. 1 to the left. So again, if you are able to do 7 down, 1 to the right, go for it. But if you're not able to do it, you got to go fully backwards. 7 up, 1 to the left, and let's do that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoot. I'm almost touching my 15-minute teaching mark, so I better get this a little bit faster. For Algebra 1, I don't like teaching like 15, 20 minutes over. I just want to do the work after. Okay. Any questions on 1 to 4? Any questions? Okay. Number 5. Can we write these notes first? So what I've just written, and you guys can write this down too on your paper, if y equals b, and what I mean by b is whatever number, so right now it's 4, it could be a 5, 6, -1, then what kind of line is it going to look like? Then it is a left to right horizontal line. Left to right horizontal line. Yes, yeah. Okay. What this means is, and if you notice, this is such a different equation from the other 4 equations that we've got. The other equations, we have something x plus something, or something x minus something. This one is just y equals a number. So I'm going to show you guys how to graph it, and then I'll tell you guys why it's graphed this way. Because y is equal to 4, you're going to start on the y-axis at the 4. Y-axis, y equals. Then, with your straight edge, you are going to make a left to right horizontal line. Once you make that, I'm going to show you guys the reasoning why this is. As part of your formal mathematics middle school education, I think you guys also went over how to graph on an XY plane, correct? Like 0, 4, 5, 4, like that? No, yes? Hopefully so. Okay. I plotted 2 points that are on this horizontal line, and let's go take a look. This point that we plotted was 0, 4, and then I made another point that was on the line. This is 5 to the right, and then 4 up. 5, 4. What do you notice about the values? Which values are the same? Is it the x or is it the y's? The y values are the same. The y's are the same. Hence, why the equation is called y equals 4. The equation is called y equals 4 because y needs to be 4 on the coordinates. X can be whatever we want. It could be 0, it could be 5, it could be 6, it could be 7, negative a billion. Okay? But all we need is that y is equal to 4, and that's fine. When you connect the dots, it will make a horizontal line. And I think number 6, you kind of, by logical reasoning, can kind of guess what this is. If x is equal to a, it is a what line? Vertical. We're almost done with round 1 of notes, and then you guys will do some of the work, and then we'll have 2 more rounds of notes, and then that's it for today. Okay, let's finish up number 6. What this means is x equals 4. You're actually going to start on the x-axis, because they're telling you that x is equal to 4. So start over here. Then, with your straight edge, you're going to make an up and down line, vertical. Now, take a look at some of the coordinate points that are here on this line. What do you guys notice? Are the y's the same or are the x's the same? The x's are the same. So for the coordinate points, the x's must be the same. It has to be 4. That's why the equation is called x equals 4. Your y values could be whatever you want. But when you connect the dots, it makes an up and down vertical line. Round 1 of notes is done. We're going to do 3 rounds today. We're not going to even be done with this packet. But please, I will come around and check your work. Do numbers 7 to 12 now. 7 to 12 now.